Bitch, keep my name out of your mouth. If you have a problem with me, then you can come directly. You can tag me and let's have a conversation. But don't do any bitch ass shit like that.
Middle MAGA.
My definition of cancel culture is an action that extends beyond personal boycott. Basically, a personal decision characterized by actively attempting to influence or dictate the decisions of others. My very first video on the Timcast After Show channel is on Kellie Jay. So this is who I had interaction with, somewhat of an interaction with on X.
Two guests joining us today. First, we have Kellie Jay. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kellie Jay. I am a women's rights campaigner from the UK.
So that's when I should have, I was even more blue pill. This wasn't even that. That was only a year ago. This was March, 2 years ago. It's almost 2 years ago now. March 15th of 2022. And I'm even then, after the pandemic, I'm still blue pilled. She's a feminist, so you're going to have problems at some point, just like with the Black Imams or anybody else on that left standpoint.
Is there anything people would have known you from, or anything you focus on specifically?
Yeah, I focus on the word woman specifically to keep it for women. I got a billboard taken down in the UK in 2018 that had the dictionary definition of the word woman.
Which
It was removed for an adult human female. Who knew? And it got removed. It got removed for hate speech.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's fast forward. You get the taste. You know what she's about. I never had beef with her. Never had a problem with her. So now let's fast forward to where we're at now. She tagged me. And I'll show you here on X. And I'll show you why she tagged me. Doing basically the same thing she accused him of doing, because they're both leftists. There's an intra-squad battle. And so Kellie Jay Keen, the Poser Parky, that is her, Posy Parker or whatever, that's her screen name. So she said, so we're talking about now, I've talked about on the channel, Julia Malott, who is a transgender. I think that's the term she uses. And we'll get to that in a second, because I will use the pronouns. It depends on whether I respect you or not. But I'm a fan of Julia Malott's work. I've actually reached out to her, and I think we might be able to get her on the channel, I think, at some point. We'll see. I don't know. But Kellie Jay Keen doesn't like that I like Julia Malott's work. And here's what it looks like. Here are some people who have platformed him, and that's not me. If I want to misgender you, I will. But in this case, I'm not looking to. Kellie Jay Keen it is a biological male, so I don't have a problem. If you want to call him, do you? I'll call her whatever I want to call her. But here's some people who have platformed him. And I haven't, well, I guess I have from retweeting, but I haven't had Julia on the show. And I go through the list, and it pops up in my mentions. All of a sudden you see Stuck in the Mid. So I still have my original Middle MAGA podcast. And I'm like, you tagged me in this? So I said, this is Kelly, the one I just showed you those on Timcast. I'm like, you're just randomly tagging me and you don't even know me or my content. Do I have that correct? She did not respond to that to my knowledge. Bitch, keep my name out of your mouth. If you have a problem with me, then you can come directly. You can tag me and let's have a conversation. But don't do any bitch ass shit like that. Why is my name coming out of your mouth? She has me in a list basically saying, what's the point of the list? I mean, if people want to boycott me, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But don't have my name. Don't think you're going to have my name come out of your mouth without me responding. Do you want to have a conversation? I'd love to have a conversation with your bitch ass. You're just randomly tagging me. You need to have more. I don't just randomly tag people. I'll tag people and put why, and if people want to have a conversation, we will always have I had a conversation with J.D. Vance, and Nicole Hannah-Jones, anyone. I don't care who you are. Jamel Hill and I had a little back and forth. I don't care. See, if you have somebody's name out of your mouth and you're not going to have a conversation with them or offer them a conversation, you are a bitch. That might be my definition. Keep my name out of your bitch ass mouth. That's my reply to you. So she just puts me in her conversations here. And my biggest problem isn't even her opinion. It's like, you don't even know me. So I'm not posting these pervy dudes because it's new information to me. So she's calling Julia Malott pervy dude. That's fine. A lot of people on the channel probably don't like Julia Minot. I don't care. I'm not here for your likes. I don't give a damn. So let's go to Julia's content, and then I had back and forth with there. So then, because she tagged me and she has a pretty big following, then I had people in my mentions, and then I went back and forth with a couple of them. One of them was like, "Why do you like Julia Malott?" I was like, "Because her content's very good. It's very interesting. Makes me think about these topics of gendering and all that in a different light. Very bright." And then they said, "Well, why are you using the pronoun she?" And I said, "I'm using the pronoun she with a biological male because I believe that's the pronoun. I think that's the pronoun that she uses because I have respect for her. I will call you whatever I want to call you. I just called Kellie Jay a bitch. Why? Because I want to. I will call Kellie Jay a he out of disrespect. So if we have further conversation until we get some type of mutual respect for each other, Kellie Jay is a he. That's what he did. Why am I doing that? Because I can do that. You don't control my speech. So I'm not calling Julia Malott a she because I have to. It's because I want to. And this person that was coming at me was a male based on the avatar. And then they said, why are you using she? And then I said, that's going to be the pronoun I'm referring to your bitch ass going forward. And then they deleted all their tweets. But let's go to Julia's just an example of her content of why I think it's excellent. I listen to a lot of people. And if you got good content for me that registers with me, it kind of stands out quickly.
And I am at a Publix grocery store in Niceville, Florida.
Yeah, it's really cringy.
So this is I don't think it is. I like authentic videos. My first video, my collar's all messed up. I was just like, let me just record and I'll get better as it goes, hopefully. But so for me, it's not cringy. It's about the content. It's about the authenticity more than the high production or whatever else. But this is a biological male who I don't even know the full transition, what the transition has been done, but presents as a female. And I think some people get it twisted. I think some people, I don't think they know where they are, probably with faith or just. So here's my thing. Your lifestyle might not be my lifestyle. And that goes well beyond gender. That's with a lot of things. So just because your lifestyle isn't necessarily my lifestyle doesn't mean that I can't respect your work. What kind of nonsense is that? And I'll play this. Julia's not my enemy.
And a few weeks later, I did the first video that I did post. Here's a clip of that one. Tuesday, a parent's presentation at Ottawa.
That's the first one I saw.
Carleton District School Board was cut short. I did that video after Nick Morabito tried to express some thoughts at an Ottawa School Board meeting. He had some concerns about transgender washroom usage, not about anyone in particular, just in general, and he wanted to bring them up to the board so that a discussion could be started. And what happened was he was shut down for purportedly saying and implying things he didn't say or imply. He was branded as hateful and intolerant in subsequent news reports. That Friday evening, I was scheduled to go to a board game cafe, and instead, I stayed home to film a video that would end up going viral on TikTok and YouTube. I think I had maybe 200 followers before the video and well over 1,500 in the weeks that followed. I had long felt compelled to put myself in the conversation on transgender matters. It took
So what's good here is you see the cuts that keeps your viewer attention. I don't have time to always do that, but that's, this is very, very good to keep your attention through these videos. So she probably has very good viewer retention rates for these, and these are not, and you see she's walking around with a gimbal or something like that. You can barely even tell. I don't even know. She must have a real long stick or something. I don't know, but no pun intended. But you see that you can't even tell. It's like she's not even holding it up. And walking around, that's a background change that keeps interest if you're watching the video and not listening as a podcast. This is all very simple, but very good stuff here. And then the content's good too.
Middle MAGA.